I mean, when it comes to shipping, I mean, shipping is already complicated, but when you actually add an extra layer of value and cost, things can be more convoluted. So, into this conversation, I want to give you an e-commerce guide around shipping high value items. Okay, and when you think about high value, this is not just in terms of pricing, but also in terms of the regulations that revolve around that product. Okay, so the thing is that you are actually protecting your business and customers with insured shipping, because when you think about the shipping high value items, you gotta really insure the shipping. So protect your valuables from damage and loss with the right shipping partner. Secure packaging and comprehensive insurance, especially when you are actually targeting multiple geographies. You and shipping high value items internationally also can be let's say a hurdle fraught process. So you want to understand customs regulations, potential import duties, and also a secure documentation. And you want to know this right off the bat. And you can actually hire a third party shipping platform to kind of help you out, so that you can automate shipping workflows, secure your valuable orders, and pass over a tracking number to your customers as soon as possible, right? So it's one of those things where you have to really see what works for your specific operations. So when it comes to online shopping, but also offline shopping, it's important to ship your valuable items safely to keep your customers happy and your business's reputation intact. So this is especially critical for businesses that, let's say, sell high value items, like if you sell jewelry online, if you sell art, or even collectibles. You are dealing with a very sophisticated, very demanding audience also. So if something goes wrong during shipping, it could have disastrous consequences for your business. So it's one of those things where, again, you want to take advantage of the automation whenever possible. Also, one thing I want to say before going a little further is that when you are actually shipping internationally, you have to navigate more intricacies. Like if you're shipping within the U.S., the continental U.S. or Hawaii or Alaska, you are good to go because you still have one country. But once you start actually dealing with multiple countries, things can be a little complicated from a regulatory point of view. So here is a critical stuff I want you to really think about. What's the importance of shipping for valuables? I mean, you can think, well, it's all about the pricing, but no. I mean, some valuables have a symbolic value for customers. Okay, so you got to look at the dimensions here, and everything goes beyond just monetary compensation. So shipping valuable items demands an extra layer of care and attention compared to standard shipments. That's logical. I mean, if you think about it, that's really logical, especially from a multi-geography point of view. And so the heightened risk associated with these high value items necessitates a proactive approach to actually ensure their safe passage from sender to recipient, right? So you want to be proactive, you want to be reactive, you always want to be on offense, okay? So potential consequences of shipping mishaps involving valuable items include damage or loss, and also you might have reputational damage. I mean, for damage or loss, these things can be more complicated. Why? Because the inherent fragility, or let's say susceptibility to damage to certain valuable items, makes them more prone to a physical harm during transit, and loss due to a mishandling or theft can also occur, resulting in significant financial losses for the sender, especially when you are thinking about things down the road. And what about reputational damage? Well, shipping incidents involving valuable items can severely tarnish the reputation of an online business, but also, by the way, of an offline business, of a brick and mortar business. Okay, as a negative customer reviews, social media backlash, and potential legal action can significantly damage a brand's credibility and hinder future sales. So that's an important element to think about. So long story short, to mitigate the risks and also uphold the integrity of your business operations, if you are an online business or even a brick and mortar business, you must adopt robust practices for shipping valuable items. So this is an important element to think about, and you can actually make sure that you have a third party helping you. You can have a shipping partner to help you streamline the process and also remove some inefficiencies from your operations. So, what are the steps you need to really think about this year when you think about shipping high value items? There are some essential steps for shipping valuables the safest way. First of all, you want to choose the best carrier. Everything starts with the carrier you have, okay? So, carrier should be a part of your team. You should really think about a carrier as your team member, whether it is UPS, USPS, FedEx, DHL, or other shipping partners. You want to choose the best carrier. So the selection of shipping carriers is kind of crucial for ensuring the safe delivery of valuable items. And reputable carriers with a proven track record of handling high value shipments should really be prioritized, right? So that's an important element to really think about. For example, when you have a USPS priority mail or USPS registered mail, you are able to have things done a lot faster if you're thinking about a government, like a government body. But you can also rely on third party networks like the private networks like DHL Express, UPS, FedEx. Okay. So you want to choose the best carrier. That's number one. Number two, you want to secure your packaging. So robust packaging is actually the cornerstone of secure shipping. So you want to use sturdy boxes, ample cushioning material like bubble wrap and tamper evident tape to actually protect the valuable item from shock, vibration, and unauthorized access. So this is cool. You want to insure valuable items. So comprehensive insurance coverage is actually indispensable for safeguarding expensive shipments. So it's important to think about. You also thoroughly inspect and document your paperwork. So when shipping high value items, thoroughly inspect packages for any pre existing damage or imperfections. Document those observations clearly on the shipping label or packing slip to avoid disputes or claims. That way, you have a clear idea of what works and what doesn't work, and you can have things right off the bat. It's important to understand that when you think about thoroughly inspecting and documenting whatever you have, make sure that you are keeping some kind of version control. So you know what happened 6 months ago, what happened last month, what happened this week, for instance. Now, I want to talk to you about international shipping, okay? So let's talk about shipping high value items internationally. And the thing is that when you think about that, things can become a little more interesting. So shipping valuable items across borders introduces additional considerations. Customs regulations, import duties, and potential language barriers must be actually carefully navigated to ensure smooth delivery. The thing is that whether you're shipping to, I mean, especially if the country doesn't speak English, I mean, it's not a native English country, then you have to really deal with additional language barriers. Okay. So when you ship high value items internationally, you have compliance with customs regulations, you have potential import duties, and you also have comprehensive insurance coverage. So when I speak about compliance with custom regulations, you want to research and adhere to the specific customs regulations of the recipient's country, accurately declare the value of the item, and provide any necessary documentation to avoid delays or penalties. What about potential import duties? Well, some countries may impose import duties or taxes on certain goods, so you want to check with the recipients or consult customs regulations to determine if any import duties apply to your package and factor them into the shipping cost. In terms of comprehensive insurance coverage, well, for international shipments, you want to consider purchasing additional insurance coverage beyond the standard insurance provided by the shipping carrier. So this extra layer of protection can actually provide you with a peace of mind and also ensure that adequate compensation in case of loss or damage. It's always about covering your ass, right? You want to make sure that you are covering your ass so that if something were to happen, well, you know. So in terms of insurance, you have a lot of options. You have pay for what you sell. You have tailored coverage. You have set your limits. It really depends on what you want. You know, every carrier has its specialty, if you will. You also got to think about documentation and language barriers. So ensure proper documentation, including detailed descriptions of the item and its value, so you can translate that into the recipient's language to avoid misunderstandings or delays. Okay, so it's important to think about. Now, when I talk to you about affordable insurance. Pay for what you sell. You are insuring and the item's selling price for efficient, value-driven protection. For a tailored coverage, you can actually choose a percentage-based option that perfectly matches your risk tolerance, and also you have set your limits, so you can define your own insurance value for a complete control over cost and coverage. So that's kind of cool. So I want to talk to you about declared value. So when you think about shipping high value items, it's important to understand that declared value is the key to protecting your valuable shipments, really. So declared value plays a crucial role in ensuring that you receive the necessary compensation in case of loss or damage. So it's essentially the monetary amount that you as the sender declared at the nor as the worth rather as the value of the packages being shipped. So this declared value serves as the basis for determining the insurance coverage provided by the shipping carrier. Okay. Now, why declared value really matters? Well, it really depends, but overall, you are streamlining the whole operation. Okay. So when you ship high value items, declaring the correct value is essential for several reasons. First of all, shipping insurance coverage, customs clearance, reputational protection. So, overestimating the declared value can raise red flags and potentially damage your business reputation. So, underestimating, however, could leave you with insufficient compensation in the event of a loss, right? It's all about, again, making sure that you are covering your interests. And also, so declaring the right value really depends on a few factors to consider. Think about the cost of replacement. Think about the fair market value. Think about comparable sales, and think about shipping carrier limits. Those are important elements to think about, especially if you want to if you want to optimize your declared value down the road, especially if you work in a multi-geography environment. So one thing I want to say here is that when you think about the cost of replacement, the replacement cost of the item being shipped is actually the most accurate indicator of its value. The fair market value, if the item has a secondary market value, consider using it as a reference point for the maximum value. Okay, and this can really help you down the road. Also, when you think about the shipping carrier limits, each shipping carrier provides coverage up to a maximum limit for insurance claims. So, insured declared value of your claim falls within those limits. I want to focus really quick on shipping fine jewelry. I mean, fine jewelry is an important element to consider, especially if you are, let's say, if you have an online store and you sell high-end jewelry. Okay, so shipping fine jewelry requires meticulous attention to detail and specialized packaging to ensure its safe delivery. Okay, I want to give you a few steps for shipping fine jewelry items this year. You want to have secure packaging, protective materials, insurance coverage, but also a reliable delivery service. So when I speak about secure packaging, you want to utilize sturdy boxes, ample cushioning material, and also tamper-evident tape to protect the jewelry from shock, vibration, and unauthorized access. In terms of protective materials, you want to use protective jewelry pouches or a small box specifically designed to safeguard delicate gemstones and clasps. So these containers often include shock-absorbing foam or custom-cut compartments to ensure the high-value goods reach their destination safely, and that's an important element to think about. You also want to think about insurance coverage. So comprehensive insurance coverage is quite essential for safeguarding expensive items, especially in the long run. So you want to purchase the appropriate coverage level based on the maximum declared value of the jewelry being shipped. And you also have a reliable delivery service, because see, the whole thing is you want the item, you want the jewelry to reach the destination, right? So you want to make sure that you have the proper service for it. So shipping a high value item made out of gold, silver, or platinum requires the best carrier. So from next day delivery to services requiring a recipient's signature, you can really choose your best way to ship, really. Okay, and you have a lot of you have thousands of shipping partners out there, but you want to make sure you have somebody who has experience in your specific niche. If you have a company that has experience in shipping items in your niche, then you actually can increase your chances of actually qualifying real fast for the company's actions. This is an important element to think about. So when you think about shipping high value items, you really need to understand that having the right partner, whether a primary partner like a well-known partner such as FedEx or UPS, or a secondary partner such as ShipBob or Shipping Easy or Easy Ship, you really want to make sure that you have an ultimate shipping solution for online businesses. Okay, that's an important element to think about. And from your dashboard, you want to have a platform that allows you to have real-time tracking, robust insurance options, customizable shipping labels. That's an important element to think about. Also, easy integration with top sales channels. And again, when I speak about top sales channels, you are looking at the WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Magento, so you can streamline the shipping process and eliminate the need for manual data entry. Also, think about the cost-effective shipping solutions. A lot of those shipping partners negotiate actually discounted rates with over 200 to 300 shipping carriers, providing your business with access to the most cost-effective shipping options for your valuable shipments. Okay, and in terms of customizable shipping labels, you can create customized shipping labels with your branding and logo, enhancing your brand consistency and professionalism across the board. So that's really good. And also, one thing I want to say is that when you think about real-time tracking, real-time tracking is important, especially for all shipments, providing you as a merchant and your customers with peace of mind throughout the delivery journey, especially when you are thinking about shipping high-value items. Okay, so shipping valuable items can be a crucial aspect of e-commerce operations, and online businesses must actually prioritize secure shipping practices to maintain customer satisfaction and protect their reputation. So this is an important element to think about. So you want to make sure that you have the right partner that has, let's say, for instance, a comprehensive suite of tools and features to ensure the safe and efficient delivery of valuable items nationwide, but also worldwide, right? So this is an important element to think about. And so you are able to have, you can navigate the complexities of shipping valuable items so with ease across various devices. Okay, that's what you want anyway. Into this conversation, I spoke to you about shipping high value items. So here's a coda I want you to think about. I gave you the potential, the critical stuff, the steps, the international shipping, the declared value, and also the specs. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.